Good day, everyone. So today I will be discussing the statement of cash flows. So this is one of the most essential financial statements used in accounting and business analysis. So the statement of cash flows shows us how cash moves in and out of a company. Kung saan nanggagaling ang pera at kung saan ito ginagamit, di ba? So while the income statement tells us how much profit the company made, the cash flow statement tells us how much actual cash the company has to operate, invest, and settle its obligations. So sa discussion natin today, malalaman natin kung paano nakakatulong ang cash flow statement in understanding the real financial condition of a company. So ito po ang magiging discussion natin for today. So we will be discussing the theoretical foundations, the objectives and importance, structure of the statement, operating activities, methods and adjustments, investing activities, the capital allocation, financing activities, the capital structure, interconnection with other financial statements, and syempre yung application example natin with some case study. So ayon sa cash flow theory, ang totoong sukatan ng stability ng isang kumpanya ay cash. So, hindi lang profit. Under IAS 7, ang statement of cash flows ay tumutulong upang makita ang changes sa net assets, ma-assess ang financial structure, malaman kung kaya ba ng isang company na ma-adapt sa economic changes. So ano ba ang relevance sa real world cases? Sa pagdating sa investors, they use cash flow para malaman kung sustainable ba ang income ng isang negosyo. So for example, maraming tech startups negative ang net income pero positive ang cash flow. So kaya pinapasok pa rin ng investors. And other example are banks and creditors. So they are looking at cash flow first bago mag-approve ng loan. So example, kahit profitable ang isang construction firm, kung negative ang cash flow, mahirap silang pautangin, 'di ba? And then sa management naman, they are uses the cash flow for planning, budgeting, and expansion. So, ang isang halimbawa dito ay yung Jollibee, 'di ba? Yung Jollibee, they relies on strong operating cash flow para mag-open ng new branches worldwide. Okay? So now, let's start with our introduction sa ating topic. Okay? So, the statement of cash flows is one of the primary financial statements that summarizes the inflows and outflows of cash and cash equivalents over a specific accounting period. So, it explains how a business generates and utilizes cash from its operating, investing, and financial activities. So, what is the key purpose here? So, to assess a company's liquidity, solvency, and financial flexibility and to help users understand where cash is coming from and how it is being used. So, ibig sabihin, on the other side, ang statement of cash flows ay isang pangunahing financial statement, syempre, na nagpapakita kung saan nanggaling ang cash ng isang company at kung saan ito ginagamit within a specific period. Gaya nga ng sinabi natin kanina sa ating introduction. So, in real life, kahit malaki ang net income ng isang business, pwede pa rin itong magsara kung walang cash, 'di ba? So, to pay suppliers, employees, or debts. So, kung wala nang kakayahang magbayad ng cash sa mga suppliers, sa mga staff, mga employees mo, or mga utang, so, diyan natin malalaman na ano na pala, hindi na pala stable yung ating negosyo, yung ating business. So, statement of cash flows is very important, is very relevant. Kaya nga, sinasabi ng mga accountants na profit is opinion but cash is fact. So, magbibigay ako ng isang halimbawa. So, kung isang negosyo tulad ng SM, di ba? SM is isa sa pinakakilala na um, store. What do you call that one? So, ang SM ay isang malaking, kunwari may malaking benta, pero delayed ang bayad ng customers. So, hirap sila sa cash flow. kahit maganda ang income statement, dito pumapasok ang importance ng cash flow statement. So, sa case na yun. Okay, next. So, theoretical foundations. Accounting framework. The cash flow theory emphasizes that cash, not profit, drives a company's sustainability. According to the statement of cash flows concept under IAS 7 or IFRS, information about cash flows helps users evaluate changes in net assets, financial structure, and the company's ability to adapt to changing circumstances. So these are the supporting theories, the accrual versus cash basis. Well, accrual accounting recognizes revenues and expenses when earned or incurred. Cash flow statements recognize them only when cash is received or paid. So sa liquidity theory naman, firms must maintain adequate cash to sustain operations, service debt, and pursue growth. So, on the other hand, ayon sa cash flow theory, ang totoong sukatan ng stability ng isang company ay cash, hindi profit. Okay? So, under IAS 7, ang statement of cash flows ay tumutulong upang makita ang changes sa net assets, ma-assess ang financial structure, malaman kung kaya pa ba ng isang company mag-adapt sa economic changes. Okay. So, what is the relevant real world application natin? So sa investors, they use rather cash flow para malaman kung sustainable ang income. So these are the relevance to stakeholders. Number one, for investors. So ina-assess nila yung dividend potential and financial health ng isang company. For investors, cash flow information is crucial because it tells them if the company is really capable of generating real cash, not just paper profits. So kahit maganda ang net income ng isang company, kung weak naman ang cash flow, hindi sustainable ang business. Investors look at cash flow to answer, kaya ba ng isang company magbigay ng dividends regularly? Stable ba ang business model nila? May future growth ba sila? May future growth potential ba sila? So, for example na lang, kung ang isang investors, ini-evaluate nila yung mga companies like PLDT or Globe, so they are looking at operating cash flow kasi doon nakikita kung may pangbayad talaga sa dividends ang company. So, number two, creditors. So, they evaluate repayment capacity. Creditors and banks depend heavily on the statement of cash flows, lalo na sa operating out and financial sections rather. So they want to know, may enough cash ba ang company para magbayad ng loan? Kaya ba nilang i-cover ang interest payments? Stable ba ang cash inflows nila? And kahit profitable ang company, kapag negative ang cash flow, high risk borrowers sila. So, ngayon, many construction firms in the Philippines show high revenues pero mababa ang cash flows due to uncollected receivables. So, because of this, banks hesitate to lend to them. Okay, third one, for the management. They monitor operational efficiency and capital strategy. So, management uses cash flow information for decision making compared sa net income. So, mas reliable ang cash flow para makita kung efficient ba ang collections, kung sobra ba ang inventory, kung kayang mag-expand then hindi umutang, at kung tama ba ang capital allocation strategy. So, cash flow helps management answer, kaya ba nating mag-open ng new branch? May pera ba tayo to purchase new equipment? Saan tayo nagkakaroon ng liquidity problem? So, for example, yung Jollibee. So, yung mga Jollibee, minomonitor nila yung cash flows closely to decide when and where to open new stores and whether they need additional financing. So, in summary, investors use cash flow rather, to check if the company is financially healthy and capable of giving dividends. So sa creditors naman, they evaluate the company's ability to repay loans using operating and financing cash flows. And for the management, they uses cash flow insights to improve operations, manage capital, and plan expansion. Okay, next. Ito po ang objectives ng ating topic. So, to provide information about cash receipts and payments during a period. To identify sources and uses of cash in operating, investing, and financing activities. To assess the entity's ability to generate future cash flows. To assess the entity's ability to generate future cash flows. And to explain the difference between net income and net cash flow. So, ang statement of cash flows ay importante dahil pinapakita nito ang totoong galaw ng cash. So, nakakatulong ito sa forecasting future cash flows. Mas ina-accurate niya na mini-measure ang liquidity at solvency kaysa sa net income. Nililinaw nito bakit minsan profitable ang business pero wala namang cash. Pinapakita nito ang quality ng earnings ng company. So, meron ako isang halimbawa. So, kunwari isang company na nag-report ng 5 million na net income pero negative cash flow dahil hindi pa nagbabayad ang customers. So, anong magiging resulta? Hindi sila makapagbayad ng suppliers. So, what will happen? Operation stop. And the result is business fails. Kaya, critical ang cash flow statement. So, this is the importance of statement of cash flows. Investors, creditors, and management use the statement to gauge financial viability and short-term solvency. In short, mahalaga ang statement of cash flows kasi ito ang pinaka-accurate basis to check if a company is financially healthy and capable of paying its short-term obligations. It gives investors, creditors, and management a clear picture of the company's real liquidity. This is the structure and classification of cash flows. Cash effects of transactions that enter into the determination of net income. For example, cash received from customers, cash paid to suppliers, salaries, and taxes. So this is what we call operating activities. So we have the second one, the investing activities as part of the classification of cash flows. So meaning cash transactions related to long-term assets and investments. So one of the example nito is purchase of sale of property, plant and equipment or PPE, acquisition or disposal of investments. Third one, financing activities. So meaning cash transactions related to owners and creditors. So examples, issuance of shares, borrowing, repayment of loans, and payment of dividends. So these are the classifications aligned with IAS 7, the Statement of Cash Flows, the international standard for financial reporting. Okay, we have here an example for the cash flow from operating activities. So operating activities represent the core business operations that affect the company's profitability. Methods of preparation. First, direct method. So it presents major classes of gross, cash, receipts, and payments. Second one is the indirect method. It starts with net income and adjusts for non-cash transactions and changes in working capital. Okay, anong ibig sabihin? Sa operating activities, tinitingnan natin kung paano kumikita ang core business. So, kasama dito ang mga cash movements na related sa everyday operations. And the cash received from customers, payments to suppliers, salaries and wages, taxes, and operating expenses. So, ibig sabihin, kung mataas ang net income pero mababa ang operating cash flow, ibig sabihin may problema sa collections. Mataas ang inventories o masyadong reliant sa credit sales. So, ito ang common na problem ng construction companies at appliance centers. So, sa nabanggit natin kanina, meron tayong tinatawag na methods of preparation, which is the direct method and indirect method. So, direct method, pinapakita directly ang cash inflows and outflows. While on the other hand, the indirect method naman. So, nagsisimula sila sa net income, tapos ina-adjust ang non-cash items and working capital changes. So, ito ang pinaka ginagamit because it connects the income statement and balance sheet. So, meron tayong quick example dito. Meron tayong example ng indirect method. So, net income plus depreciation minus increase in accounts receivable is equal to cash from operations. So, meron tayong example dito na may amount. Okay. Ito yung net income natin, 100,000 pesos. Meron tayong depreciation expense na 10,000 pesos. So, minus increase in accounts receivable, which is 5,000 pesos. So, ang magiging net cash from operations natin is 105,000 pesos. So, the indirect method is widely used because it links the income statement and balance sheet effectively. Okay. The second one is the cash flow from investing activities. Investing activities show how cash is used to acquire or dispose of non-current assets and investments. So, tinitingnan naman sa investing activities, saan nag-i-invest ang company para sa future growth. So, kasama dito ang cash movements related sa cash outflows and cash inflows. So, sa cash outflows, purchase of property, plant, and equipment or PPE, acquisition of subsidiaries or long-term investments. While in the cash inflows, sale of fixed assets or investments, interest or dividends received. IFRS may be classified as operating. And then strategic insight indicates growth, divestment, or restructuring. Okay, so ibig sabihin lang nito, kung malaki ang outflow sa investing, ibig sabihin expansion mode ang company. Tulad ng Jollibee na yearly gumagastos ng bilyon para mag-open ng new branches. So, pero kung wala naman silang operating cash to support investing, kailangan nilang umutang. So, that's what we call financing. Financing activities naman yun. Pag nag-i-invest ang isang company or umuutang. Ganun. So, meron tayong examples dito. First one is purchase of equipment or machinery. So, this is outflow. Sale of land or investment. So, yung mga binibentang ari-arian. So, ibig sabihin, inflow. Inflow ng cash. Kasi nakatanggap ka ng cash kasi nagbenta ka ng land. Okay? Loans made to other entities, outflow. And then collection of loan principal. So, this is inflow. Kasi may collection. Okay? So, analyzing investing activities helps stakeholders assess the company's growth strategy and capital expenditure priorities. So, last classification, cash flow from financing activities. So, financing activities reflect transactions that result in changes in the size and composition of company's equity and borrowing. Financing activities. So, dito naman tinitingnan paano kumukuha ng pondo ang company. So, cash movements involving owners and creditors. Sa cash inflows, issuance of shares or bonds or new borrowings. Sa cash inflows naman, yung mga repayment of loans, dividend payments, share buybacks, and the application reflects management capital strategy and shareholder returns. So, ibig sabihin, positive financing cash flow, ibig sabihin nun, may inutang or nag-issue ng shares, usually for expansion. So, pag negative naman yung financing cash flow, so ibig sabihin, nagbabayad ng utang o nagbibigay ng dividends. So, usually naman, it's a good sign. So, ngayon, tulad ngayon, maraming companies, nung pandemic pala, nung pandemic, maraming companies na nag-positive yung financing cash flow dahil kailangan nilang umutang para mabuhay despite low sales. Diba? So, these are the examples of financing activities. Cash flow from financing activities. So, first one, issuance of shares or bonds. So, this is inflow. Repayment of loans or redemption of shares. This is outflow. And last one is the payment of dividends. So, this is outflow naman. Cash outflow. Kasi nagbayad. Okay? So positive financing cash flows may indicate expansion, while consistent outflows could imply debt repayment or dividend distribution policies. Okay? So this is the interconnection with other financial statements. So income statement, net income is the starting point for indirect method. So the second one is for the balance sheet naman, changes in assets or liabilities explain cash movements. For the cash flow statement, it bridges the gap between accrual-based profit and actual cash. For the visual aid, diagram showing flow between the three statements. So ang cash flow statement ay nagko-connect yan sa income statement at balance sheet. So nabanggit nga dyan, yung income statement, yung profit ang ano niya, ang kakonect niya. And then sa balance sheet naman, yung financial position. And then for the cash flow, syempre yung actual cash. So, for example, kung ang isang company ay nag-reports ng net income na 5 million, tapos yung cash nila nag-decrease ng 2 million. So, bakit? Because tumaas ang accounts receivable, bumili ng equipment or nagbayad ng loans. So, cash flow statement explains all these differences. Okay? So, meron tayong application example dito, which is na connected sa tatlong structure ng cash flow, which is the operating, investing, and financing activities. Okay? So, sabi dito, company XYZ 2025 data. Okay, ito yung data ni company XYZ. Meron siyang net income na 120,000 pesos. Meron siyang depreciation na 10,000 pesos. Increase in accounts receivable na 5,000 pesos. Purchase of equipment amounting to 30,000 pesos. Dividends paid, 15,000 pesos. So, ano ang magiging cash flow summary niya? So, sa operating activities, meron tayong net income, yung 120,000 pesos plus, so i-add natin yung depreciation na 10,000 pesos. Tapos, ileless natin yung increase in accounts receivable na 5,000 pesos. So, ang ating operating activities is 125,000 pesos. Sa ano naman natin, sa investing activities. So, meron lang tayong isa, which is the purchase of equipment na 30,000 pesos. And then for the financing activities, meron tayong dividends na binayaran, which is 15,000 pesos. So, all in all, net increase in cash rather is 80,000 pesos. Kasi yung operating activities na 125,000 pesos, nililess natin yung investing activities na 30,000 pesos and then nililess natin yung financing activities na 15,000 pesos, which results sa net increase in cash natin na 80,000 pesos. So, the company generated sufficient operational cash to cover investments and shareholder distributions, reflecting sound liquidity management. So, dito, maganda ang cash flow from operations. Ibig sabihin, healthy ang core business. So, may pang-invest siya without loans, strong financial performance, meron siya. Kaya, kaya niyang magbigay ng dividends. So, it is a good sign for investors. So, this is a financially strong company. So, ibig sabihin, pag ganyan yung company, may healthy, financially stable. So, kaya nating makakuha ng more investors. 'Di ba? Okay, so this is our last slide. So to conclude, ang statement of cash flows ay mahalaga dahil ito ang nagpapakita ng totoong galaw ng pera sa company. So, it reveals liquidity, ability to pay debts, expansion capability, sustainability of operations. So, in the real world, maraming businesses ang nalulugi dahil hindi sila profitable, but because they ran out of cash. So, sa business talaga kailangan natin ng cash. So, dito natin nalalaman na in business, kailangan pala talagang hindi mawala ng cash. That's why Understanding a cash flow statement is essential for evaluating both short-term solvency and long-term financial health. So, that's all po. Maraming salamat and that ends my report.